Welcome all. Namaste to everyone. On behalf of the Council for Creative Education and Agricultural Development Trust of Baramati, India, I welcome you to this webinar about Finland education and National Education Policy, Government of India, synergies, and what has been new areas that what we are exploring together. So this is our first webinar for this collaboration. So I will take some time to explain about what has happened in the last 3 months, and we can take based on that. So I welcome every one of you. Those who are present, I can see a lot of educators, friends, and researchers in the field of education have joined us. They have joined us onto the Zoom meeting to interact live, and as well as we have good amount of participants. I can see they are also available onto the our YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel is also available on the website. So you are welcome to join, watch live this event. So to give the context of this webinar, CCE Finland has been hosting the educators, researchers in the field of education and as well as in the field of education technology from across the globe for last more than 11 years. While doing so, we got fortunate to have collaboration with the Sakai Media Trust from India, and Professor Prataprao Pawar was kind enough to have the CCE as one of the partner for developing the new education policies for the Maharashtra and Karnataka area. So Sakai EduCon is a well-known conference which was been there for last many years, and this was, I guess, 19th edition of this conference. And for this 19th year, this edition happened in Finland during 3rd September 2023 to 8th September 2023. And during this 6 to 7 days, 1 week program, the more than 27 universities from Maharashtra and Karnataka participated in this conference, and those were being attended mainly from the vice chancellors, directors, school owners, and the leadership team from those particular universities and schools. While doing that, we were really fortunate to get collaborated with the Agricultural Development Trust at Baramati, and we had a series of meetings during the conference, and the team was super active, and this is the outcome of that collaboration. So during this part, we had the opportunity to understand about the ADT Baramati, and as well as luckily the chairman of the the head of the ADT, Sonane sir, was also in touch with us for quite a long time, and Honorable Pawar sir and everybody was kind enough to start the collaboration. So this was the starting time, and we decided that we should do something together. So this was a background of this overall webinar, but now something prominent is going to happen. And to understand that part, I welcome my team, as well as I will welcome the ADT team. Now ADT and CCE team are together here. So let's have a quick round of introduction so that everybody can be able to go through. I have with me Simran Balani, who is a pedagogical director at CCE, and she heads the communication with the schools. Simran, can you say hi to everyone?
Hi everyone, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you, Hiram, for such a good introduction.
Thank you. And then we have Shirin Kulkarni. She will be soon in India. Shirin, can you just say hi to everyone? Namaste to everyone.
Hello, namaste everyone. I'm not keeping well, so my camera is not on. But I'm excited to come to India.
Yes, very good. And then we have other team members from CCE like Dhanika as well as Kalyan. These three are from India team joining us. Then from ADT team, I would request first Gargi ma'am to say namaste to everyone so that we all know each other. And Gargi ma'am is the HR head for the ADT, and she is the key pillar in driving this collaboration. Gargi ma'am.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all.
Yes. Then we have Munde sir, Suryakant Munde sir, who has been quite instrumental and quite active in the teacher education as well as in the education fraternity of Maharashtra. And I request Munde sir to say hello to everyone. Sir, you are on the mute, sir. Can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, good evening all. Namaste.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. And then we have Hina Bhatia. Hina ma'am. Hina is the most active person I have seen in the field of science and STEM education in the recent years. And I am really excited to welcome her for this webinar. And she heads one important activity which we are going to discuss during the webinar. Please, Hina.
Thank you so much, sir. Namaste and welcome to everyone. Looking forward to having you on board. Thank you so much.
Excellent. So during the initial collaborations, we decided that we should have something common which will be beneficial for everyone in India, and Finland and India can learn from each other. So first, during the EduCon, the team traveled from India to Finland, and now it's time for Indian team to travel to Finland and to collaborate and work with various teachers, educators. And then we started collaborating with ADT, and then there was some common points that we agreed. And one of the major common point is that now I will take this opportunity to announce it on behalf of both the organization together, and maybe Gargi ma'am can collaborate with me for this part. So we agreed that we will design ADT Trust Baramati and CCE Finland will collaborate together to create the finest quality education training program for the teachers. This would be a center for science, which is Science Center at Baramati will be the kind of a baseline for this entire work. But the education experts from both the countries will come together and start working towards the betterment of the quality of education, which many other organizations are doing. But now this is going global, and we are coming up with some concrete program for the teachers. So in that, a high quality first ever Finnish teacher education training program center, which is a residential one, will be happening at the Baramati, and we are starting working towards the progress for that. And since you all are our collaborators, well-wishers, we want all you to be part of this progress and program together. So I welcome you all. And now I request Gargi ma'am to share the ideas about what exactly is this Science Center all about, what is the role of Science Center, and also I would like her to share the ideas of a social impact this Science Center is going to create and what are our plans. So Gargi ma'am, please go ahead. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Hiram sir. I would like to start with Agriculture Development Trust, because Science Center, Science Park is a part of Agriculture Development Trust. Agriculture Development Trust is around 52-year-old organization, and we have been working in education, agriculture, social activities, and now research-related activities also. The main area for Agriculture Development Trust right now is focusing on research and also on teachers training. So the agenda of our chairman is to make Agriculture Development Trust training hub, because in future, everything is about training. There will be schools, there will be colleges, but then extracurricular fields, which will require skill-based trainings and certain things that needs to be highlighted. So that's why moving apart from the traditional ways of teaching, we are focusing more on training now. So we have different schools and colleges, educational institutes in Agriculture Development Trust. And we have Hina Bhatia who will be highlighting more on Science Park. But apart from that, what has happened since last few years is being a trust, we have not commercialized or highlighted different activities that we conduct over here. The reason being political as well as being a small place. Even I'm sure when CCE team came to Baramati, they did not expect that there will be so many facilities and other activities going on here. So yes, we are very much delighted. We are very thankful that we are being partners with CCE. And in social activities, we will be conducting different trainings for teachers so that it will be helpful for other schools also to carry on different methodology which are not very common in India. And again, why Finland? Because as we all know, Finnish children are the happiest children. So why not Indian children should also get at opportunities? And for that, our teachers need that certain kind of training. That's why I'm very sure this collaboration is going to help a lot many other institutes because like ADT, we also have Vidya Pratishthan, we also have under the umbrella of our president of ADT, Mr. Sharat Chandra Pawar, there are various organizations whose teachers, whose staff will be gaining extra information and training through this program. That's for ADT. I would request Hina Bhatia ma'am or Munde sir, either one of them to introduce or give more information about Science Park, that why is Science Park, what all activities do we carry in Science Park, and why is it ideal? Thank you so much. Hina ma'am? Yeah.
हॅलो, येतो मॅडम आवाज?
येतोय.
हॅलो, नमस्कार. मी सूर्यकांत मुंडे, प्रिन्सिपल कोऑर्डिनेटर आणि प्राचार्य, सायन्स अँड इनोव्हेशन ऍक्टिव्हिटी सेंटर बारामती. माझ्यासोबत आहेत हिना भाटिया, ते ज्या सायन्स अँड इनोव्हेशन ऍक्टिव्हिटी सेंटर इथे मॅनेजर म्हणून काम पाहतात. प्रामुख्याने हे जे सायन्स अँड इनोव्हेशन ऍक्टिव्हिटी सेंटर आहे ते मागील 1 वर्षाखाली इनॉग्रेट झालं आणि 1 वर्षाच्या कालावधीमध्ये आपण जवळपास 1 ते 1.25 लाख विद्यार्थी पर्यंत आपण पोहोचले आहोत. हे सायन्स इनोव्हेशन ऍक्टिव्हिटी सेंटर हे महाराष्ट्राचा हा एक ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट आहे. या प्रोजेक्टसाठी
मुंडे सर, तुमचा आवाज जरा ब्रेक होतोय. सर, तुमचा आवाज ब्रेक होतोय. जर तुम्ही एका लोकेशनला कदाचित जिकडे नेटवर्क चांगला आहे तिथे गेलात तर बरं होईल.
Meanwhile, can I continue, sir?
Yes, please, yes.
So as Mrs. Suryakanth Punde rightly mentioned that the Science and Innovation Activity Center was established last year with a vision of science popularization in the rural areas of Maharashtra, and then furthermore moving towards India. Apart from that, when we realize the impact of technology that is having in the lives of everyone, so we went into the popularization of technology as well. But then NEP coming into effect, we realize that we are informed globally, but we really need to be rooted locally. So with that coming into effect, we wished to give an international touch to the teachers so as to they can implement the NEP, which is on paper very good and needs to be implemented in a smooth manner. So the handholding support to the teachers, along with the organizations like CCE Finland, so as to bring that happiest nature in the students from Finland here to the Baramati local area, moving forward to district Pune, then the Maharashtra, and then entire India. And this is where the CC and Baramati, like Science Center or Agricultural Development Trust, had a common vision of percolating education deep within the roots, not only through the bookish manner, but having hands-on experiences, experiential learning, and exposure visits. So recently we have conducted teachers training called a program called Teach Elevate, and I would like to have that video, if I may request the host to play the video so that the participants who are watching this webinar will have a glance of what they can exactly look from this training program. May I have the video, please?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. So as can be seen in the video, we believe transforming teachers into the happiest teachers so as to then inculcate the sense of happiest feeling among the students. So on this note, looking forward to seeing you all soon. I rest here, I guess. Hiram sir.
Yes, sure. Thanks, Hina ma'am, and as well as Munde sir, for this excellent introduction about ADT and the facilities which are already here. I will take opportunity to share our reflections. What happened when we visited Baramati, and Hina ma'am was exactly Gargi ma'am and Hina ma'am were exactly on the spot. We were really not sure exactly what to expect out of that. I was aware something about Baramati, but when I went there, I saw it in practice. I was thoroughly surprised, and mainly toward the science center, because it is one of the quality work that has been done and invested by the ADT Baramati. So I would like to give a quick reflection about my experience there. So I hope, actually, I traveled across almost 3 hours from Pune to Baramati, and this was my introduction to the ADT Agricultural Development Trust, where we had a very good presentation about what happened in the field of innovations in the agriculture. And then we were fortunate to see the entire milk production center, including how the cows, different kind of high quality cows, like including Gir, we could be able to see them. And then we could be able to enjoy the milk and milk products, including the what we could see that there are around 275 plus cows are there. And this is ice cream production facility, which we could be able to test the high quality ice cream there. Why I'm interested in sharing this part, that these are the areas that our teachers should understand, so that they know from the raw material to the product, how the process goes through. It is a very high quality, this quality factory with all the things. And then we were fortunate to then jump to this science and innovation center at Baramati. It's an amazing facility. Hina ma'am was there, and this is a various learning areas were developed, including the creativity center, and as well as to the how the innovations and mathematics laboratories, science laboratories, various experiments. And these are not only the models which are bought from the market. Definitely there are good quality models are also there which you can experience, but more importantly, there are some work done by the teachers and students here. And what we expect is utilize this infrastructure in a more creative way. And I think that is a vision of the leadership. So we will understand about various science experiments, physics, chemistry experiments, how the engineering themes behind that part works, so that we can be able to go deep inside these areas. And this park itself, because I was there only for a couple of hours, but if I had been given maybe 1 week of stay here, I would be more than happy to explore this in more detail. So this was our experience. And then also we visited the vegetable screening farm, or vegetable testing farms which are been there. So that was my reflection. And I think this is our idea, that how we can be able to make best use of this amazing facility, and how we can be able to innovate together with ADT. That's the area that what we are looking at. So this was our initial idea, how we are going to develop this. Now I will take the next step. Actually, after this, we visited there together, and then CC was very active in taking the next steps with the ADT, and ADT team was also proactive to respond back. And then when the education minister of Finland was in India, we signed a memorandum of understanding for developing the next steps in Bangalore, in a DIDAC, which is one of the biggest expo, and Her Excellency Education Minister of Finland was also present there, and we had the opportunity where entire ADT team and CCE team worked together to pen down the agreement terms on what exactly we are going to do. So with this part, we agreed on the developing the teacher education center at Baramati, and this is a big announcement which was there for us. And so thank you very much, ADT team, and I look forward to take this thing forward. Now to make these things practical, I want my team member Simran Balani to share first reflections on what kind of teacher training program that we are going to launch and how we are going to do it in practice in the month of January 2024 as a start of the new year.
Thank you very much, Hiram. I hope I'm audible and my voice is clear.
Your voice is a bit low, but you can come close to microphone.
Yeah, so let me just try harder. I hope now it is clear. So good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. I see we have spectators around the world on YouTube joining us and here also. Hiram, thank you very much for sharing those pictures. It brought back such beautiful memories of visiting the ADT center. I'm personally very excited about the teacher training program that we are bringing to ADT Center. And this is, of course, going to be the first one. And we plan to do this every quarter. Just to give a snapshot, this program is divided in 3 parts. Of course, the first part is the residential program, which is happening in January. And it will be basically for 2 days. And this program is for anyone or everyone who wishes to understand what is national education policy, what is Finland's education practices, how NEP is inspired by Finland's best practices, and what can we do to bring that to India. And we will actually talk about simple mechanisms during this workshop of what you can take back and do it in your classrooms, in your schools. And part 2, of course, is we want all our participants to visit Finland because seeing is believing. And part 3 is come back and have more reflection on how you're doing, or probably discuss the case studies of how you're bringing it to your schools. So for the first part, which is happening in January, it's going to happen on January 13th and 14th. And shortly, we will take you through what you can expect in short. And of course, we will send you a lot of information to know in detail what is going to happen. But what we will start with is basic understanding of what is Finnish culture, how the culture kind of directs the education environment, how student plays the most important role in its own learning. And there is teacher who makes these decisions with her or his knowledge to bring in this transformation in the classrooms. We will discuss the real-time implementations that schools have done after they have adopted these Finnish and NEP models in their schools, and what are the things that we see changing in the students' learning environment. All right, and we will also be discussing your reflections after we are done with this program in terms of now that you're seeing all of these case studies, how do you want to bring about these changes? All right, as I said, these are the 2 days. We start on 13th of January by 10 o'clock in the morning. The first day will be 10 to 6, followed by the next day again from 10 to 4. We are looking forward to interact with each one of you to understand what is your vision of bringing in this NEP Finland education best practices in your school or institutes. Yeah. So for now, this would be my bit as we go along with the case studies. When Mr. Hiram is showing, I will talk to you more about this. But at this juncture, I look forward to seeing each one of you in January. Please make sure, if I see a lot of school owners, please attend this with your team and bring in as many members of your team as possible. If you have HODs who are going to make these policy decisions in your school, please make sure that you're making use of this program and try to take, because we have limited registrations and limited seats. So make sure that after this, if you have any questions, get it resolved in 24 hours and complete the registration process. Hiram, over to you, and let me know where I can pitch in when you're talking about the case studies. Thank you, everyone, and looking forward to seeing all of you. Thank you.
Yes. So, thank you. Thanks. I wish to highlight one of the area, and this is very on the ground practical work, which we are planning to design. So CCE Finland has been instrumental in working with the Ministry of Education of Government of Chhattisgarh way back in 2016-17, when the first time any Ministry of this HRD at that time of Government of India rolled out the learning outcome-based framework. And while working on that area, we developed some of the teacher training programs, which were being propagated to around 2,500 master trainers and more than 10,000 teachers across Chhattisgarh for the primary education and secondary education. Many of the outcomes of that part onto the teaching methods were being propagated inside the National Education Policy draft. And we are super happy that those were being accepted by the ministry for taking it in the final version of the NEP 2020. Now, since then, we were really contemplating on, this is just a policy, a document, but we need more hands, more brains, and more ideas to implement them in practice. So we started working with the schools across India, in South India and in Western part of India. And our highlight schools, we launched the NEP model schools in the month of January 2020, and then in 2021. So even though policy got launched in 2020, immediately from 2021, we started experimenting those various methods. And we are really proud to say that our school in Pune, as well as our schools in other places where we started working, they are very good examples of what could be done properly to make the NEP practical on the ground. And we arranged some school visits for that as well. So I would like to take you to one practical study, which we will discuss now, and then how we can be able to use this in our workshop, that will also tell. So normally, for implementation of the NEP, what we say that people say that, okay, we need active learning methods, we need collaborative parts, we need project-based learning. Those are the areas. But the challenge which has been faced by the teacher that, okay, we don't have time, we have a lot of work to do, and we have a lot of syllabus to cover. And these are the typical challenge. And we say that these two things are not mutually exclusive. The quality learning, collaborative methods, project-based learning, and huge content and syllabus can coexist together. We need innovative methods to work on that. And for that, we have very good example. One of our school in Pune, the academy school, we have a teacher over there. We conducted a project-based learning program with them. And in Finland, we use the phenomenon-based learning approach, where we, instead of working onto the subject, we work on a phenomenon. Now, phenomenon can be why in Finland we have a very long night during December and almost 0-hour night during summer. Or right now there was a cyclone in the south part of India, in Tamil Nadu and in Andhra Pradesh. This is a phenomenon that we should learn in the school. What is the reason for that? How much it devastated the things? What are the socio-economic impact on that? How people survived on that? What is the... So this is the one phenomenon. And for that, we need to learn multiple subjects. So while working on that, we discussed there, and everyone was of the opinion that if we do this kind of projects, that will increase the work, in the classroom, and that will not be efficient. And then I challenged the teachers within the workshop, and this is exactly at the start of the last academic year. There was one topic in the geography in grade 6 and grade 7, and it was about the migration. Migration from the rural to urban, from urban to from semi-urban areas to urban areas, and then as well from the your country to outside country, or let's say immigration out of that, and then also from outside to India back. So these kind of topics are there. There are 17 pages are there which are for this chapter dedicated. And then I asked that how much time does it take to cover this so-called syllabus within the classroom? So teacher said, okay, we take approximately 6 to 8 lectures for this, and then we have 2 tests for this so that we can cover. So then we calculated that, okay, it takes approximately 6 weeks, including exams and assessment and everything. And there were 2 other topics connected to that. So we combined together. There were around 35 pages of the documents or the book was there. And then I said on that day, let's staple those pages and don't open them till we complete some activity. So on the day 1, when the students came to the classrooms on the start of the academic year, teachers had the books of the geography, and she gave the books with the pages stapled. So in fact, you should not open those books and everything. And the students were super surprised. They were curious to know why it was done. And then, since the topic was of the migration, so teacher designed a study program where they divided the entire class of 40 students into groups of 5 each. So there were 8 groups, and each of the 8 group got different activities and tasks. One group got the task of designing the program for next 3 weeks. One group got the task for defining the questionnaire of how to take the interviews of the maids, shopkeepers, those who have moved from outside Pune to Pune for some work, business, or along with the family. So understand the reasons behind those things. Why did they come to Pune? And also they took another interview of the parents whose kids are away from Pune to US or UK or other countries. And as well as they got some interviews of the participants, those who came from USA or UK back to India and settled here in Pune. So these were the questionnaires which were created, and in a process of time, the teacher, I should take her name is Rupa Gaurish from the TAS. She were very active in analyzing the data information, and she created the initial phase outline for this along with their students. Now here students took an active part in designing those study programs, questionnaire, and then they got very amazing concept that why people move to Pune. It's not because of the salary, but it's mainly because of the quality education their kids get. So even though they can earn more profits by staying in their village, they know that the better quality of life is here. That's why they move it. Now, this is one of the observations. Why they move to out of from India to USA? It is for the opportunities of the jobs. So these are the examples which have been there. And then they realize that this is the kind of a push factors and pull factors to attract to a city or to country. So they understood together, and now they created just in less than 3 weeks, only 2 lectures, they could be able to complete 35 topics, 35 pages of the geography book connected with language, connected with mathematics and statistics. Why? Because they collected all the data, put them into the numbers, take the average, mean, mode, median out of that, and they could be able to represent data. So 35 pages of the geography, another 6 to 8 pages of statistics, languages, everything together, they could be able to complete in 3 weeks, and then they presented the project. Now, here is a part. The work which was been required in the normal routine methods, which was there for at least for 6 to 8 weeks, could be done in 3 weeks with this effective teaching methods of phenomenon-based learning. And this is the real power of active learning methods. I can share you some of the ideas through the photographs, so that you will understand how does this work. So students, I hope you can see this. In early years, it is obvious that the active methods work amazingly, but as you go further, they are the quite a collaborative methods that you can come up together, how you can be able to design them, and then you can create the learning areas, and these learning areas are the specific speciality of the NEP learning areas that you can be able to develop together. We not only the students do it, but teachers collaborate with this, and we get many teachers from outside the school to visit our schools to understand how the schools operate and what are the key areas, with the help of using your all senses in the classroom to develop the teaching and learning methods. So this definitely I would recommend you to understand how the things work in this part. And then as we go ahead, the students can be able to participate in the activities, and then we can be able to find out various areas of this work together. So I just wanted to share the kind of confidence the students when they present their case studies is quite amazing, including the teachers themselves through various stations and learning areas. And this is the real implementation of NEP on the ground. Now, these are the NEP Finnish learning areas on the ground. Now, with this initial introduction, I can see that you are interested in knowing that, okay, how you can be able to do it in practice. And for the same reason, we have organized a 2 days practical workshop, which Simran will share the course content, and it will be held in Baramati at the Science Center on 13th and 14th of January. I welcome you all, where the experts from CCE Finland will be available for your guidance, as well as to work with you, to learn from you, and then we can work on the practical program on 13th and 14th. So Simran, please go ahead and share the plan, what exactly we have.
You have to unmute yourself.
I hope my screen is visible and I'm audible. So I will quickly take you through the program. Thank you, Hiram, for putting a lot of context before we take you through the program. So this program, of course, as we said, is going to happen in the month of January, and it is going to be a residential program, which is happening on 13th. So we expect the educators to arrive early in the morning, and we start at 10 o'clock, and it ends on 14th in the evening. Now, what we will discuss in next few slides is how this program helps you understand and become the dynamic educator that our national education policy wants our teachers to become. So let's just look at the features of these programs. This is just a kind of a overview. Of course, there will be more content to this as we go along. So on 13th January, of course, we want to start with the ice breaking, but in the Finnish way. We want to introduce Finland, not only its nature and culture, but also combine influence on the education. How does NEP and Finnish synergize? What are the active learning methods? We will also look into Finland classroom and case studies. When we go back on 14th, we come and talk about the teacher's role, and then also the reflection of how Finland's education, or whatever we are learning, the attributes from NEP and the hands-on activities we will do, how we can bring that into our classrooms. Now, of course, the question is, why should I do it? So here are just simple 6 points. Of course, there are much more reasons that, of course, we individually will come up with. But of course, the main points here is to understand first, and then think about, challenge our thinking of how this can be implemented. Of course, Finland is different, India is different, but the students' learning is at its center, and how we can activate that. So a few of the benefits is the certification that you get for the first time, joint certification from Finland, CCE Finland and ADT. Your teaching skills are enhanced because of this program. You get to know innovative pedagogical approaches. There is also a lot of networking because the educators and the teachers that are coming for this workshop are from different backgrounds and different socio-economic places. So there is a lot of innovative methods that can be discussed. Cross-cultural understanding, practical implementation strategy. So one of the key factors that we are going to do in this program is make sure that we are talking about the implementation. So one of the things that we believe in CCE is that courses and certifications are not the main thing, but the implementation is the main part. And also understand how you as educators can come to Finland as the next step. What will be the scholarship benefits, etc. We will talk about that in this program. There are just three case studies that I want to show you quickly. I hope we are still on time, but if we are not, the moderator can definitely interrupt.
Simran, yeah, I think we can go to the main point right now because the case studies, I think we discussed already. Let's go to the main point. Thank you.
Yeah, so we already did discuss about the benefits, and let me just show you the main dates that you need to remember. So 13th and 14th January is when this is happening. The venue already we showed you, it is Science and Innovation Activity Center in Baramati. These are the costings. The early bird offer is valid. Please make use of it. There are group discounts available. Please make use of that also. If you're planning to send teachers or in a group of more than 5 or 10. What this package includes is your stay and all the meals and the certification and whatever workshop material will be required, and also the LMS where you can refer back to the notes in case your teachers want to. So that all is included. What is not included is, of course, the travel arrangement that you need to make. So here is the list of inclusions and exclusions. So there is a certification, accommodation, and all meals are included and material, but we will request you to make sure that you have a medical or whatever travel insurance, and your travel arrangements are taken care of by your institute or by yourself. Yeah. So this is from my end. I will pause here and invite Hiram or even the ADT team if you want to add anything to this.
Yes. Thanks, Simran. I think one of the key area of this workshop that what we are planning is that during this workshop, the teachers, educators who are participating here, they will get opportunity to design activities which will be used in their classrooms to understand about how the Finnish pedagogies work in the Indian context. So this is not only about the Finnish education, but how the Finnish education work in the context of national education policy. And also you will get to know the history of Finnish education, how it was there earlier and why it came now, and what could be also the practical challenges that NEP will face and or currently facing in the practice. But our major outcome is that, okay, we will not discuss only on the problems, but we'll discuss on the solutions in these workshops. So these 2 days of workshop will get you a lot of new ideas, and we also expect new ideas from the teachers to collaborate together, because we want to build this as a movement. That's the vision of ADT and CCE together. And we wish this to be taken to the grassroots, where the teachers from schools in the tier 2, tier 3, even in the villages, they should be able to implement the policy in the true words, not just a lip service for that. And these are the opportunities which are being provided. Now, this is just not this is the first phase of this entire program. As we go ahead, once after this workshop is over, the main objective of this workshop is to have the teachers who are interested and dedicated to work towards the movement of NEP implementation. And then we invite them to come to Finland so that they can be able to understand the things in practice. Because once you see these things in practice here in Finland, how the schools are how schools operate, how teachers collaborate, what are the innovations happening with the students and teachers collaboration together, what is the role of principal, how the principals use the shared leadership principles, what is the role of technology, how much technology should be used or how much technology should not be used in the classroom, what is the role of screen time, all these things once you see in practice here in Finland. So our next phase out of that is that we would like to invite through these workshops, which will happen in the first round, we would like to have a group of teachers which are screened through this workshop to come to Finland, and they will get an opportunity to be part of the Finland Education Experience Program. Right now outside I can see that we have quite almost like I have 3 feet snow outside in our part, but you will not need to worry about that part because this education experience programs will be happening in the month of April, May, and June, where the teachers, those who will go through this part, they will join these programs and they will get an opportunity to interact with the Finnish teachers here. So very much, this is the plan. And I want others to raise the questions, ask the ideas, and Simran, go ahead with the new comments or something.
Rehan. Yeah, just a couple of things that I wanted to clarify, and somebody already asked. This program can be attended, or I would, as I said while I was speaking, is if you are a principal or you're owner of the school, please do attend this program and attend it along with your team. That is one. Who can attend? Anybody can attend. Whether you're a kindergarten teacher or you're a grade 10 or a grade 12 teacher. What is the prerequisite? I was asked some time back by someone, and I would say the prerequisite is just the open mind. Just come with open mind and make sure that you are ready to absorb whatever you will accumulate and make a lot of notes, go back so that all the team members who cannot join you, you can spread that knowledge. So open mind, smile, excitement, that's the prerequisite. And please do attend with your team. That would be my 2 bits. Yeah.
Yes. So I think the couple of questions which we can take. So as Simran said that, okay, what are the prerequisites for the workshop, or are there any specific grades of the the teachers who are teaching specific grades should attend? The idea here is that it is open for all the teachers who are working into the primary and secondary schools, including pre-primary schools, so that we can be able to cover the various topics. And then within the workshop, we are going to divide the groups as per the grades and as per the different subjects. And here we expect the teachers from different subject areas to collaborate together. And that is the objective of the NEP, of integrating various subjects together and designing the lesson plans, which are combination of multiple subjects and a thematic approach. So that is one of the area that we would like to explore. And since we have an excellent facilities from the science center, so we on the third floor of the science center, we have mathematics lab. On the second floor, we have various geographical models which are there. And on the bottom floor, we have the science, physics, and everything. So what I would like to see, where the Shirin and Simran will coordinate and collaborate with you to develop the new teaching methods. We wish that during the breaks and after the workshop is over, you should make use of this science park to the fullest extent to develop the new methods. And also we want, and I think without taking permission from ADT, I think I will be definitely say so, that if you have a new thing or new innovative methods which can contribute to the science center, that is more than welcome. That's what actually we are looking for, I think. So these are the areas. So you please get in touch with Hina ma'am, so that Hina Bhatia can tell you more about how you can be able to come up with the new innovative methods that can be a part of this part. There is a creativity center or creativity corner that can be developed out of this, where the creativity of the students and teachers can flourish in that area. So it can be from kindergarten to K-12 area. So that's one. Can the principals attend this workshop? The answer is yes, because the principals are the kind of front runners for the school development. And NEP, the main responsibility of the future vision for the school lies with the principal. So it is definitely, you are welcome to join that part. There is one question by Mandar Sutarji that did the students frame the question by themselves or were they guided by the teachers? Okay, good question. In this case, the students, they started working in the groups. They come up with the initial set of questions, that what kind of questions which are required to be asked to the various different segments, to the maids, to the shopkeepers, to the security guards, those who come from outside. And then there were questions set for the people who came from out of India to India and from India to out of India and so on. So the questions were prepared by the student themselves in the initial part, but the teachers helped them to create a pilot for that. So they took the initial testing of the questions, they created a part. So the guidance was being provided by the teacher, but the real questions were done by the students. So thanks for asking the question. Actually, I should have taken that question, but I did not read the question during my presentation. But that is it. Are there any other questions by any participants? I can see that there are many other participants. Are there any ideas that you would like to share?
One more thing we can do is, Danika ma'am, can you please put the payment details also here in case somebody wants it, okay, how they can pay. And then of course we will be putting the registration link, okay, because the registration form has also the details about payment. Additionally, please feel free to communicate on the numbers that are provided in case you have any questions or concerns, like how many people are coming, or if you have any other doubts, please do clarify and make use of the early bird offer, okay, which is valid now.
Thank you, Simran ma'am. Definitely, at the end of this webinar, I will be putting all the links on YouTube as well as here in Zoom also for your references for payment as well as for other detailed information. Yes, and already Shirin ma'am has shared this link, QR code for making payments. Yeah, thank you all.
So the early bird today is the 9th of December. We have put the early bird till 20th of December. So I request everyone to make the use of this early bird as soon as possible. Register. If you have a group of teachers who will be joining us, that would be also, you can be able to come together, and group of 5 or more teachers from the same school will get a discount as well. The discount is not important, but I think it is important that, okay, we should have a chunk of teachers from the same school so that we can impact the NEP for that particular school. So please welcome for that part, and you will get all the informations. Those who are attending this workshop, those whose email address and WhatsApp numbers are here, they can be able to get the information and email from us. So welcome to share this idea, and please spread the message to other teachers and other schools as well, because okay, the most important part, this particular workshop is a residential workshop. So we are going to stay there for 2 days. The trainers like Shirin Kulkarni from Finland and Simran Balani from CCE India, along with our ADT team, We'll work hard to make your stay and active learning methods comfortable. But it is important that we should know the numbers well in advance. So accordingly, our team can plan for everything. For all 2 days, all meals, including tea, coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, everything is covered on campus. And it's a beautiful campus, which I just shared the photos with you. And it is expected that you come to this workshop with open mind and without your mobile phones. Like, you bring your mobile phones, but keep it silent for 2 days. You learn, you work together with our teachers. So you consider it as a learning experience, but you can enjoy it as a vacation, because it's an amazing campus. And right now in the December month or in January, the weather there is super amazing actually. I visited there in the month of October. That was also right. October was not at all heated there actually, and we enjoyed a lot of light movements over there. So we want that you should enjoy this part, and it's your right as a teacher and educator to enjoy the vacation with us. So definitely we will do that together. So don't worry about all the arrangements. We have a hard limit of 50 people for this workshop. We will not accept anyone 51st position. So earlier the better, and earlier you can get a discount as well. So that's the main point. Munde sir, do you want to say something? By the way, most important part, this workshop will be happening in bilingual. जरी आता हा वर्कशॉप जरी आपण आता इंग्लिश मराठी असं आता मी आता मराठीत बोलतोय, पण मी सगळं प्रेझेंटेशन इंग्लिशमध्ये केलं. पण वी वॉन्ट द टीचर्स, एज्युकेटर्स फ्रॉम लोकल महाराष्ट्र कम्युनिटी टू बी देअर पार्ट ऑफ द वर्कशॉप. आपण दोन्हीही वर्कशॉप इंग्लिशमध्ये आणि मराठीमध्ये दोन्हीही भाषांमध्ये असणार आहे. आणि जे सगळे पार्टिसिपंट्स आहेत त्यांना भाषेचं कुठलंही बंधन नाहीये. मराठी, हिंदी, इंग्लिश कुठलीही भाषेमध्ये बोलू शकता. आप मराठी, हिंदी, इंग्लिश कौन सी भी भाषा में बोल सकते हो. And our teachers and our experts will be able to collaborate with you in any of these 3 languages. So because we want all the teachers to be part of this workshop. So Munde sir, do you want to say something about the facilities or ideas?
थँक्यू सर. मला फक्त एक एक्सपिरियन्स सांगायचा आहे. CCE फिनलँड आणि आमचं कोलॅबोरेशन झालं त्या अगोदर मी स्वतः 3 सप्टेंबर ते 8 सप्टेंबरच्या दरम्यान फिनलँड येथे जाण्याचा योग आला. आणि तिथे हेरम सर, सिरीन मॅम यांची भेट झाली. आणि आजपर्यंत फक्त आपण ऐकलेलं होतं की एक स्वर्ग असतो काहीतरी, पण सर फिनलँडला आलो आणि स्वर्ग काय असतो ते डोळ्यांनी पाहता आलं. तिथलं क्लायमेट, तिथलं वातावरण आणि तो देश आहे ना, तो एक अप्रतिम असा देश आहे. म्हणजे जसं आपण एक स्वप्नात विचार करतो त्या पद्धतीने सगळं तिथं पाहायला मिळालं. ट्रस्ट आणि इक्वॅलिटी या 2 गोष्टीवर हा अख्खा देश चालतो. म्हणजे कोणी सगळे प्रत्येक जण समान आहेत.
हो, अनफॉर्च्युनेटली सरांचा ऑडिओ परत गेला. सर खूप चांगली कॉमेंट करत होते. सर बोला, प्लीज गो अहेड.
म्हणजे आम्हाला हेरम सरांसोबत 3-4 दिवस आम्हाला खूप एन्जॉय करता आलं. आणि तिथे आम्हाला जे पाहायला मिळालं ते अप्रतिम होतं सगळं. आजपर्यंत आपण फक्त एवढं पाहिलंय की लायब्ररी असते, पण आम्हाला सरांनी तिथे स्किल लायब्ररी ही कन्सेप्ट दाखवली की जिथे कम्युनिटीतील सर्व लोक, पब्लिक साठी ती लायब्ररी होती. आणि ऍट ए टाइम 10,000 लोक तिथे बसू शकतील असं इतकं मोठं इन्फ्रा त्या देशाने समाजासाठी तयार केलेलं. आणि त्यामध्ये रोबोटिक्स असेल, कॉम्प्युटर असेल, 3D प्रिंटिंग असेल, म्युझिकचा स्टुडिओ असेल, अशा शिलाई मशीन, इस्त्री, म्हणजे
परत आवाज गेला सरांचा. आय थिंक
नेटवर्क इश्यू आहे.
हो.
अशा प्रकारे ऍग्रिकल्चर डेव्हलपमेंट बारामतीच्या संस्थेचे चेअरमन आदरणीय राजेंद्र दादा पवार यांचे मनापासून धन्यवाद. आम्हाला खूप मोठी संधी तिथे जाऊन शिकण्याची मिळाली. तिथे स्किल युनिव्हर्सिटी पाहता आल्या, वेगवेगळ्या संस्थांना भेटी देता आल्या आणि एक वेगळा अनुभव आम्हाला घेता आला. आणि पुढे आपण कोलॅबरेशन करून आता जे आम्हाला तिथे पाहायला मिळालं ते
एकदम सर, मला वाटतं तुम्ही काढून
सो थँक्यू. थँक्यू.
ओके 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 आय थिंक थँक्यू मुंडे सर. तुमचा आवाज मधनं जात होता, पण तुमच्या भावना कळल्या सर्वांना, मुद्दा कळला सर्वांना. थँक्यू. सो the idea behind this entire workshop to create the initial baseline to design the NEP curriculum for your respective schools, and by taking the examples and case studies from India, from various schools which implement the Finnish methodologies. And second important aspect is to plan for our visit to Finland in the coming months, in the month of April, May, June 2024. And if you want to know more about Finland Education Tour, how it happens, there is open webinar tomorrow to just understand what exactly Finland Education Tour tomorrow at the same time, 5:30 p.m. India time, online. Please check our CCE Finland YouTube channel for that, and you will get more information about that as well. So this is the overall aspect. There are a couple of questions more. Can the school owners participate in this workshop and education tour? The answer is yes, because the school owners are the key participants to make the decisions. So they should be able to participate so that they will get the honest information. Another challenge is that, okay, under the Finland name, people can implement anything, and which is not a good idea. So you should be able to get to know real, authentic information in practice, what is happening. Can psychologists join the workshop? Obviously welcome, because psychologists play an important role in developing the overall curriculum design for the early years as well as primary years. Finnish education is based on the SEL model, which is socio-emotional learning model. So psychologists can definitely play an important role. And also you can contribute to the development of the curriculum. So those who ask the question are welcome to give this point as well. For any of the information, please, on behalf of the ADT and CCE, we have a single point of contact, who is Mrs. Nandini. Her number is already been given. Just note down the number. It's a India number 75881 09540. I repeat, 75881 09540. 75 88 1 09 540. 75 88 1 0540 हा व्हॉट्सअप नंबर आहे. आणि तुम्हाला कुठल्याही शंका असतील तर त्यांना विचारू शकता वर्कशॉप बद्दल. आणि फिनलँड एज्युकेशन टूर बद्दल माहिती पाहिजे असेल तर उद्या तुम्हाला ती मिळणारच आहे. आणि एडीटी आणि सीसीई फिनलँड एकत्र मिळून हा कार्यक्रम पुढे जसा चालू ठेवणार आहेत. त्याकरता सर्वांना धन्यवाद. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. एनी अदर क्वेश्चन्स और कमेंट्स?
Sir, if I may add, I would request all of them who are there in this webinar not to leave this opportunity, because I suppose this is once in a lifetime opportunity. Earlier, like in our days, I would say we used to think that is it possible to go and visit foreign countries and get the training over there. So I would request all of them to please encourage their staff as well as enroll, register themselves also. It can be principals, it can be the owner of the schools, anyone, because this is actually a very good opportunity to learn, to train, and we look forward to host all of you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate. And we can continue discussing together. There are some other questions. Okay, there is one question by Aisha Pathan ma'am. If we are from Baramati, we will went back to home and after workshop, then what would be the payment terms? So I think you can discuss that with the ADT team. We will discuss together. All these questions will be answered one-on-one case basis, but this is mainly to be residential workshop. We don't want the participants to leave in the evening because there will be activities that will be done also in the evening. So we want you to be, once you are on Saturday morning till Sunday evening, you are a part of this workshop without going out to anywhere else. इन शॉर्ट वी डोंट, तुम्हाला आम्हाला असं अपेक्षित नाहीये की महिला आपापल्या घरी जातील आणि स्वयंपाक करत बसतील. जरा एन्जॉय करा, 2 दिवस थांबा, यू एन्जॉय व्हॉट एव्हर यू कॅन बी एबल टू डू इट. ओके, सो विथ दिस लाईट नोट वी विल टेक इट फॉरवर्ड and please feel free to ask questions. Okay, namaste, धन्यवाद.